Welcome back to Views with Hughes or Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes, and if you have done so already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. So, coming from the gamer, we see here that Megan Ford's ad, according to one journalist from the site, is sexist and outdated and dated, but it didn't need to be. Yeah, we've all seen the commercial where Megan Fox was tagged to go ahead and help to promote, you know, the newest Diablo IV. All right, now there's not much backlash from the ad except from one person, and also I'm pretty sure, like, you know, circle groups of modern day feminists and stuff will agree with this article. But the thing is, the rest of us don't really see, you know, being a major issue. Okay. So it says she tries to justify it, you know, her claiming and everything here with the subtext saying, despite the outrage, there's nothing wrong with good-looking women promoting the video games. The problem is how. We're going to definitely get right into it. So it says here, before Diablo IV, the previous Diablo game came out in 2012, and it seems like some of the marketing is stuck there. In one trailer doing the rounds on social media, Megan Fox stands before us in her underwear. That's underwear? Yeah, telling us in a sultry, slightly disaffected tone that Diablo 4 has buckets of blood, and she also encourages players to send their best deaths for her to eulogize, where she'll decide if you went out like a champion or a chump. It's a pretty classic case of hiring a hot girl to promote a video game with an on the nose obliviousness we haven't seen since the days of the booth babes. Here we go. She's going ahead to bring up the booth babes from various conventions and stuff from times past. But in the modern world, it makes for an interesting case study. Obviously, there's no need to intellectualize your hormones here. Megan Fox has been hired because she is a recognizable hot girl, not just in that she is clearly physically attractive, but for the late 20s or early 30s audience, she is the quintessential hot girl they had on posters in their bedrooms. It's not rocket science. It comes from the same school of thought as the nude raider urban legend, the stickers of near naked ladies you use to get with gaming magazines, and the aforementioned booth babes. Megan Fox is there to be a hot girl for men to look at and desire. So I can already see where this is going. You know, she's probably, this author who is Stacey Henley, I guarantee she's probably going to bring up, you know, the whole body positivity movement, as well as her issue she has with how women are portrayed in video games, as well as how Megan Fox is being portrayed. All right. So it says here, given how much more inclusive gaming has become, not just as a generic buzzword, but it's also as a tangible demographic. It's not just men playing video games anymore. And when you target only men, you're ignoring a significant portion of your player base. Of course, some men will tell you things have already gone too far, that games are too woke, that there are no games for men anymore. But looking at the most well-known developers in the world, almost all men, the major studio heads, almost all men. She's really hammering her bias in this article right now. And the protagonists of the biggest games release fewer men than the other two, but still predominantly men. We can see that's not really true. So now we see here she has a problem with men deciding how men are reaching out to the audience. She's basically claiming that they're deciding who they should reach out to and stuff. And in the cases, these men that she's talking about, they already know that women are gamers as well, and they're promoting it to them too. And there's women gamers out there that don't really care about how the ad is being promoted. They just want to play a good game just as much as men do. You know, that's just the ad itself is just, you know, a way to get some of the gamers and stuff some of them are male and everything, to go ahead and then just watch the ad. I mean, they were going to get the game anyway. But the company themselves, they know, you know, how to reach out to people. And in this case, you know, they know that Megan Fox is a well-known figure, actress, and everything. That a lot of men in, like she said, in the late 20s, early 30s, really seem to be fond of. You know, I mean, I'm not really a big of a Megan Fox fan and anything myself. You know, because of the fact that with the recent controversies that she's been through, and yeah, she's been accused of how she's raising her children and everything, and I'm not speaking out on that. But the thing is, my only issue is with how this article is portraying her, like the fact that, you know, how she's being used to dress sexy and promote the video game and the way it's being promoted. All right, granted, I'm not a man who's really, you know, fond of like women dressed half naked, but at the same time, this it's like it's not an issue to it's not much of an issue to me when it comes to this. I mean, you know, but she's making a big deal out of nothing, try to politicize a non-political ad, mind you, of a video game that's being promoted. Moving along, it's easy to say that Diablo's average is sexist and dated, and given Blizzard is in the midst of several sexual harassment scandals, is also not a particularly wise promotion or indicative of the studio changing its culture. So she's brought up the company's sexual harassment scandals, as well as as well as the fact that, you know, the culture is changing. And it's time for Blizzard to go ahead and get with the changing times and just be more inclusive and everything. Reach out to put an ad out there to go ahead and reach out to the female audiences. Okay, if you want to just go ahead and get Henry Cavill and dress half naked with the shirt off and all of that, just say that. You know, just say that. I mean, everyone knows that he's a gamer. He's a geek. He's like a lot of people face him as the sexy geek. All right. But the thing is, if you want him to do that and you want Blizzard to reach out to female audiences like that, just say that. All right. Don't hide about it. Don't beat around the bush. And she also goes on to say it's also not a particularly wise promotion or indicative of the studio changing its culture. The people criticizing it aren't wrong, but it's interesting to see that an average so dated in its presentation these days when just a small tweak could have been made a hit. So she just goes on and on and on and saying here, imagine the average plays out the exact same way, but instead of Megan Fox, it's Lilith, the game's antagonist. Lilith has an hourglass figure and okay, I'm confused. So she's criticizing an actual woman going out there dressing half naked and stuff, what she claims to be in her underwear and stuff. And I'm pretty sure it's like a provocatively revealing dress. I'm a guy. I'm not really into dresses or women's underwear like that, but I'm pretty sure she's not really wearing much of an underwear. It looks like underwear, but it may not be. But she wants to go ahead and if they want to go ahead and promote the game, they should have used the game's antagonist Lilith, pictured right here. Okay. And they want a CGI 3D animated video game character to be used to promote the game. I'm pretty sure she doesn't work for the department of the PR department for Blizzard, so she doesn't really have much. She has no say so in this matter. I'm just going to read what she said. Imagine the average plays out the exact same way, but instead of Megan Fox, it's Lilith, the game's antagonist. Lilith has an hourglass figure and a foreboding frame, has her femininity heightened even with her fearsome physical power, and her words drip sensuously. The same sex appeal, the same strategy, the same story, a new character, everything would be fixed. Even Fox dressed as Lilith would change the context. Many of those voices dismissing the portrayal of Fox as sexist were all aboard the Dimit Rescue Express. And I imagine it was Lady D's virality which led to Blizzard's promotion taking this direction, but it made one fatal error. The character has to be along for the ride. Whether it be Lady Dimitrescu, who lures men to her death, or Lilith, who fuels your basest desire to corrupt you. So she's going on saying that she don't want a hot girl to get the attention of men. She want the character who's not even real to actually be promoting the game itself. They don't want to give away too much detail about the game. It's that simple. They want to have the audiences guessing, and that will give them the urge to go ahead and buy the game itself. I mean, what more can you get from that? And she also brings up her Megan Fox's sexuality, where she's openly bisexual and stuff, and raises her children without gender norms. Yeah. And she basically tells here in the last paragraph that, you know, it could have been used to reach out to other demographics, those who are modern parents, who's part of the LGBTQ community. And yeah, but the thing is, you don't work for Blizzard. You don't work for their PR department. You don't even work in marketing. So what in the world? Why would you have a say so on how the ad is being promoted? If you have a problem with the ad, all right, I understand that, but that's nothing to get upset or angry about. You know, there's no need to go ahead and try to provide your political viewpoints over something that's not even political. This is what would deter the core audiences of these companies from going ahead and buy these games, or no, not that, to go ahead and buy into what you're saying. You know, yeah, I'm pretty sure she stated that, you know, this article is not for the men to read and Okay. The companies are not going to care what you have to say either. They know who to reach out to. They know how to reach out to people. Yeah, they're caught up in like a lot of scandals with people who work for the company. But what does that have to do with the ad itself? And this journalist often spewing her political viewpoint instead of just objectively reporting the news. But, oh well, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Let me know what went wrong in the video. Also, if you have any additional thoughts to what this author said in her article, go ahead and share that in the comments below, and I will definitely respond to them. I do respond to all comments on my videos as well. If you enjoy what I share in the video, go ahead and smash the like button. And also feel free to share far wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already, you enjoyed all the content I put out there, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification, so that way you will be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.